Good morning, it is Jane with Scraptastic Yarns, and got a couple more pieces of Happy Mail, and so I thought I would show you those. And I don't know if I sent this or not. This came from Mimi Catu, Christmas card, and she also included some apple and cranberry tea, and I have never seen this anywhere, but I'm looking forward to trying it. That was a little nice surprise. And then I also received something from Judy at Which Piece Crochet. Look at that. Isn't that cute? That is adorable. And these are Christmas cards that are backed by the Smith family, everyone's family. And I'm going to read the back of the card. The purchase of this Christmas card is supporting the Smith family's Learning for Life program, helping disadvantaged Australian students to succeed at school so they can create better futures for themselves. And the website is thesmithfamily.com.au. Australia. It came from Australia. She also included 2 teas, and this one is an English breakfast tea, and this one is a green tea. And I have never seen this brand before, which doesn't mean anything because, you know, we have a Wegmans and a Giant, and they do have some imported things, is what they call it, where you can, you know, try some different things, you know, different teas and such. But hey, it's always nice to find a new tea and see if you like it. And if you really like it, then usually you can find a way to get it. And generally, you know, Amazon's the first place I go because, let me put it this way. There are some patterns that I like to do to sew that are like from Style Arc. And Style Arc is a company who makes sewing patterns in Australia. So, whenever they have a sale, there's a pattern that I really want, I go to Amazon and I look for that pattern, and I can still get it for sale price, but without the huge shipping cost, because, you know, it's kind of built in with the Prime, Amazon Prime. So, I do that a lot. You know, it's just like that Crunch chocolate bar we like from Britain. You know, that's a Honey Crisp in the center with chocolate over it. It's delicious. Now, I had ordered from Sandy's sister this nice little bag, and I fell in love with this, you know, because it's just, there is a place in New Mexico, we used to call it a watering hole. I'm sure it's one of those artesian springs or something like that, that the water has, you know, these kind of colorings in it. So I really like that. And it has a very pretty tassel. And then it also has a nice little tag that says Namaste on it. Which, if I remember correctly, is I honor the spirit in you as you honor the spirit in me. I might be totally wrong, but I think that's what I remember it being. But this is the perfect size. It holds a cake of mandala ombre. I am working on a wearable for me, which is highly unusual. And this wearable is a cute little pattern, which I will tell you about later. I believe it's by Yarn and Hook Needle.com. Somehow I think that's the name of it, but I'm not absolutely positive, so I'm not going to share it. But what this is it's a wearable where she creates these panels, and you'll create 4 panels, and I think panels for sleeves, She has long sleeves. I probably won't do the long sleeves. Probably do it, maybe to my under here, to hide the jiggles. Um, so that's, where it's at. And I cannot remember the name of it. I think it's just, what'd she call it? Mandala ombre shirt or something like that. It's a very simple pattern. But I'll bring that up again later once I find it, or I'll leave the link down to it down in the description. It's one of those patterns that goes from small to 5X. My kind of pattern. Because I can make it for me. Now, let's give you an update on the husband. We had our visit with the oncologist, and the doctor explained to him that it is not a curable cancer, which, we kind of guessed it wasn't from all the hints that were being dropped left and right, But he did tell him with the chemotherapy that he could most likely give him an additional 2 to 2.5 years. And so we, of course, have more appointments lined up. He goes in Monday to have a port placed. And if you were listening to the daily Bible reading, you heard the phone ringing, and that was apparently day surgery calling to remind him that he has an appointment at 2 o'clock for a telephone pre-screening, which I'm glad they called because we had no clue. Nobody said anything about pre-screening phone calls for surgery or anything like that. But so he's having a port placed on that Monday, and he'll get his first chemo the very last week in January, and then we'll start from there. So yeah, it's rather interesting, this journey. So that is the update on that, and I think that's about it. I will tell you that Sandy included a card thanking me for the purchase for that bag. And, I'm more than glad to support other people. But I have a question. Sandy is crochet A. George is crochet B. Does this make her sister crochet C? Just asking. All right, everybody, have a great day, and I will see you again very soon. And for those of you, I do have 2 other things. For those of you who didn't understand the Blessings Challenge, I will explain it a little further. This is a challenge that Loretta and I are doing between ourselves to see who can crochet and or knit the most yardage between January the 1st through February the 14th. It is a friendly competition between us. We named it the Blessings Challenge because, like I said, most everything I make goes to bless others. So that's what we chose to do, because we both do a lot of charity work, donating those kind of things as well. So that's why we chose the name Blessings Challenge. When I said that you could join in, what I mean is, if there is someone that you would like to challenge to see who between the 2 of you can actually crochet or knit the most yardage in a certain amount of time, by all means, join in, do it, challenge each other. Like I would say this, Sweet Tea, challenge D, of D's Knit, Purl, and Squirrel with Granny D. Those 2 are sisters. Well, they are sisters. They are sisters to each other, so they could challenge each other and have a friendly little competition. Now, if you, at the end of your competition, want to give the person who actually did not crochet or knit the largest amount of yardage with a gift, you are more than free to do so. Loretta and I have chosen a greeting card as our little prize to the non-winner. That's all it is. It's a friendly competition. Those of you who are in our groups, maybe you want to start in on the competition with each other just for fun. Just it's a way to lift each other's spirits and to keep ourselves going on a daily basis, I think. Because sometimes we lose our crojo and maybe we need that to spark our crojo and get it back and just be friends to one another, love one another, that kind of thing. So that's what that's all about. It's just a friendly competition. We would hope that others join in on this competition and just, name it, hashtag it on Instagram and, on YouTube, in your groups as hashtag Blessings Challenge, just because. That's what that's about. Now, some of you asked, I had told you about the meadows, that we are focusing on creating items for the kids who are at the meadows and generally are left over there during Christmas because they're unmanageable by their parents or they live too far away to come get them, bring them back home, and especially with this COVID situation, those kind of things. Some of you have asked if you can donate. You certainly can donate if you choose to. You can donate to the Prayer Shawl Ministry anytime you want to. There are two ways that you can do that. You can, first of all, send the items to me, to my P.O. Box, P.O.Box 284, Lock Haven, Pennsylvania 17745. You can certainly send it that way, or you can send it to, just put on the tag Prayer Shawl Ministry, 11 Main Street, Mill Hall, Pennsylvania. Trying to remember the zip code. I think it's 17751, but don't quote me. I'll put both of those addresses in the description down below. The only thing is, if you send it to the Prayer Shawl Ministry, to the church itself, make sure that you put on their Prayer Shawl Ministry donation, so that when they're opening up the mail, they know what it's for. You could also put a note in there that, Jane talked about the ministry, would like to donate, or I'd like to donate, here are some items. That way the pastor isn't opening up the box and going, whoa, what's this? Although I don't think she does, because we do have some other people who do mail things to us for the Prayer Shawl Ministry. And generally they are people who were part of the ministry and moved away, with family, husband, those kind of things, for jobs or whatever. However, you're more than welcome to send items. You send them to me. If you want me to show them, I will show them so that other people can see your work. Or if you don't want it to be shown, by all means, let me know and I won't show it. But I will just mention that you sent some items. Okay? So that's where we'll go with that. And like I said, I'll put both, well, my P.O. Box is always down in the description. I'll just add the Prayer Shawl Ministry address as well. So that's it. Everybody have a great day. I hope I explained that Blessings Challenge a little better for those of you who were like, I don't understand. All right, everybody, go and have a blessed day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.